Mind reading present. 9 reasons to keep your relationships private and off social media. With the rise of social media, keeping your relationship private has become very difficult. There comes a time when being in a relationship means you've created a safe space where you as a couple can find support, trust, and security. As society advances and new technologies emerge, so do these safe spaces. Keeping your own relationships private is becoming increasingly difficult as phones and social media make it easier for people to peek into your life. Not so long ago, people tried to protect their healthy relationships from the opinions and influences of the outside world. Relationships are sacred, no doubt, but times have certainly changed. Nowadays, everyone can go online and search for someone and get instant results. Most of the precious moments we share with our partners are publicly available to thousands of people. Those moments can eventually become tools that others can use against us if we are not careful enough. Others may try to humiliate, exploit, or even humiliate you just by using photos posted on your social media. That is why it is rather difficult to avoid public attention. Your love life is shown to dozens of people, especially if you have already started a new relationship with someone. You have a burning desire to post photos of your loved ones, but you hold back because someone might interpret it negatively. But this should not be the case. Love is a very powerful and beautiful thing. It's okay to share your affection with your partner on social media without thinking about the consequences. I know what you're thinking. No more room for privacy. The thing is, I've seen people get confused by the terms privacy and confidentiality. Well, let's first explain the difference between the two. Later in this video, I'll discuss possible reasons why you should keep your relationship a secret, as well as the benefits of keeping it intimate. What is the difference between privacy and confidentiality? I understand. You want to show off your new OS and show your friend how much fun you have with him. You're not posting photos of your new partner because you're looking for validation, but because you want to reminisce about that perfect moment. But beware, this can backfire. That's why you have to learn how to keep your relationship private. But that doesn't mean it has to be kept secret. So, what's the difference? Secrecy means that in every story you tell, there is an me and not an us in it. If you twist a story you told a friend to make sure she doesn't know you're dating someone, that's called keeping a secret, not private. It is important for you to be aware of this, because this is the wrong action. Ask yourself, why are you keeping your relationship a secret? Is it because you are afraid that your family members will find out, or are you embarrassed by your partner? Whatever the case, keeping your relationship a secret is not healthy. It always ends with someone getting hurt. Let's say one of your friends asks, "Are you single?" And you answer, "Yes, it is." Do you think that means you keep your relationship a secret? Never do that. Don't worry about what your coworkers might think of your new relationship or what your friends might say. Ignoring the truth is a lie, and your partner probably won't be happy about it. If you're still wondering what the difference is between secrecy and privacy, ask yourself, what terms do I use when introducing my partner to someone? Do you say, "She's my girlfriend," or do you use more platonic terms? The answer to that question will help you realize whether you are a closed or introverted person. If you call them friends or best friends as soon as there are people around, you're being secretive about your relationship. It's okay if you don't dare to use labels at the beginning of your relationship. Instead, just introduce them by their first name. If you're scared or don't know how to define your relationship, just say you're dating if someone asks about him. Another way to determine whether you're being secretive or secretive is to think about whether or not it's unilateral overcoming certain important details. It's natural for new couples to agree not to tell others about their relationship because they don't feel ready yet. It's something you talk about with your partner, and at the end of the day, you respect his or her wishes. Your personal life remains private, but if you haven't had a conversation yet, and you go against your partner's desire to publicly announce that the two of you are together, your boyfriend probably won't agree with that. Now that we've established that privacy is a good thing, and not confidentiality, let's discuss some things that should always be done behind closed doors. Remember that the fewer people who know about your personal life, the better it is for your mental health. It can be very stressful and burdensome when others know about your problems and other personal problems. Why you should keep your relationships private and off social media. By now, we've learned that your relationship status shouldn't be kept secret because your partner may start doubting your fidelity. And we've learned that there are certain things that should be kept secret, like your finances and love life. Before we discuss the benefits you can feel if you keep your relationship a secret and don't keep it a secret, here's how social media can negatively affect your relationship. Number 1. People will judge you. As I said before, social media can fool people into thinking you have a perfect real life. Maybe you've posted something online on Instagram or Snapchat, and suddenly everyone feels entitled to judge you. They may think that way because they are unaware of your true intentions of posting those photos, and they think they know all about your relationship. People will always try to consider it, no matter what. This means they can sit comfortably in their chairs and comment on your relationship as if they know what's best for you and your partner. It's true, there are times when this can be a good thing and prove beneficial to your relationship. But in many cases, it will cause problems in your relationship that you thought you never had. That's why it's best to keep your relationship a secret. Don't post everything about your life on social media. Don't be the kind of girl who takes and posts dozens of photos when she and her boyfriend go on vacation. People will always find something to judge you, even if it's about things they don't know. Number 2. Ini creates a false sense of validation. When you're in a long-term relationship, social media posts become commonplace. This is not a validation of your love, but just an act that has no particular meaning in the grand scheme of things. People who are married or in a committed relationship do not need external recognition of their love for each other. I'm not saying that there aren't couples out there who don't want to share their personal lives on social media. They only know which parts should be kept secret and which parts should be left within their own walls. On the other hand, in an unestablished relationship, posting things about your partner and love life can lead to a false sense of validation. For some, it's a way to feel accepted by others. You shouldn't post photos of your partner just because you want to show them off to friends and family. If you do, you're only adding to your own insecurities. Don't flaunt your partner for the wrong reasons. Some things are better kept to yourself, while still feeling accepted by others. Number 3. It puts pressure on your relationship. When you scroll down your picture, you only see happy faces, and that might put a lot of pressure on you and your partner. Why? Because you're building a perfect picture of what a relationship should look like. It's not without its flaws. You may feel like your relationship is the best, and no one feels as happy as you. But you forget that every couple has their ups and downs. You shouldn't create the false illusion that your romantic life is perfect, because it really isn't. The image of your relationship will change, and everything you have with your boyfriend will seem ideal. But your hopes will be shattered if you break up with each other. You'll scroll down and look at those perfect photos and think of your relationship like a fairy tale. You won't be able to see the mistakes the two of you made, and you'll definitely want to get back together. That's why it's better to keep your relationship a secret. Instead of posting all those perfect pictures on social media, compile them in an album. It's healthier for you to maintain a clear picture of what's going on in your relationship. Don't just remember happy moments. Quarrels and fights can bring you closer if you work through them together. Number 4. You look vulnerable and weak. Many times I see couples fighting, and a few minutes later, they change their social media status to "this is complicated." But why? Why do you want everyone to know that you have problems in your relationship? I mean, most of the people reading that thing wouldn't care. So why bother posting it? You only open yourself up to unnecessary judgment and make yourself look vulnerable and weak. If you're with the right partner, then you won't announce it to the public every time you fight. Instead, you'll try to resolve issues between the two of you and won't bother saying anything on social media. As I said, no relationship is perfect. Sometimes it can get really complicated. So that's why you should keep your relationship a secret, especially if you're having problems. Number 5. You compare yourself with other couples. There are many couples out there who make a living by posting photos of their perfect selves on social media. When you see those images, you may want to try to imitate them, but that will only backfire on you. Why? Because it will only highlight the flaws you have in your own relationship. As I said, there is no relationship that does not experience ups and downs. In order for you to have a healthy relationship, you must overcome problems and challenges together as a couple. Don't just fixate on the problem, because it will ruin the relationship that you are in completely. That's why it's important to keep your relationship private and save yourself from unnecessary drama and arguments. Your relationship goals don't have to be the same as what you see on social media. Number 6. Your ex gets curious or offended. Showing off your relationship on social media to anyone and everyone can be an invitation for your ex to take a peek at your current love life. Maybe he intends to destroy your relationship because he's an aggressive and manipulative person. Everyone has stalked their ex at one stage. We all do that. However, after a certain point, we learn to let go and move on once we realize it is unhealthy. However, what's stopping him from being curious and seeing if you're okay without it? That's right, there is nothing. It would be terrible if you had an ex-boyfriend who was possessive and struggled with jealousy issues. It can only bring unnecessary problems in your current relationship. That's why it's better to keep your relationship a secret. Even if your relationship with your ex ended well, he might interpret you posting those photos as you rub your new love life in his face. Number 7. You get annoyed at your partner if he does not post something. It's normal for people to think too much about something. When you are bored and have nothing to do, all kinds of thoughts come to your mind. So let's say you enjoy posting funny pictures of your new partner. It boosts your self-esteem when you see that number of likes increase, and you want to show your partner that you love him or her. But your partner isn't an avid social media user and doesn't post much about your relationship or about him in general. After a while, you start to think something is wrong if he doesn't live up to the standards of your post. Before you know it, you jump to conclusions. He cheated. He doesn't want to show me off to his friends, and I don't know what else. In the end, you will create problems that never existed in your relationship in the first place. Don't seek external validation. Learn to love your partner for who he is, even if it means he or she doesn't want to use social media as much as you do. Try to see his point of view, and if you can't get certain ideas out of your head, just ask him directly. Don't look at it as a red flag, and don't create problems that don't actually exist. Number 8. Your happiness depends on social media responses. Don't let social media determine whether or not you're happy in a relationship. Don't rely solely on the comments you receive, and don't seek validation from others. Those likes and funny emojis are meaningless if you don't feel happiness within yourself. Sure, the liver and sharing it might give you a dose of dopamine, but that's not real life. They may not portray the true picture of your relationship. In the end, you'll spend more time posting photos of your love life than actually enjoying the time you spend with your partner, present at this moment. Your relationship will only benefit from it, and you will form stronger bonds and healthier relationships. Number 9. Some people will not be happy for you. Let's be honest. Not everyone will be happy if you are in a relationship with that handsome guy. Some of your friends may even disagree with your partner's choice and think he or she might cheat. Remember, if you're too hard about your relationship, there's always a chance you'll receive negative responses from unhappy people. What does that mean? Well, if they are your close friends, they will probably suggest that you break up with your partner even if you have a small fight, and that's it. So, try to keep that in mind when you choose to tell a relationship story online. They may prevent you from seeing the bigger picture. There are many poisonous and fake people around us, but we fail to recognize them. Some friends pretend to want the best for us. This is just another reason to keep your relationships and problems a secret. Important things that should always be kept secret. Intimacy in the bedroom. First of all, whatever happens in the bedroom, stay in the bedroom. Don't go around and talk to your friends about your partner's poor performance in the bedroom. Don't talk to them about your personal details unless you've got your partner's consent. Some things are indeed better not disclosed. Financial or legal matters, if any. Everyone has faced problems in their lives. Why trouble them with your own financial or legal problems? Just stop. They will most likely not listen to you and may even try to distance themselves from you if you share this kind of personal information. Every couple has their own financial challenges. If the situation doesn't go well for both of you, work together to resolve the issue and keep it to yourself. And as a warning, never post photos with large sums of money on your social media accounts. It's really unpleasant and rude. Argument. Keep your fights behind closed doors. Never talk about your fights with your partner with anyone else outside of your relationship. It's unhealthy and disrespectful to your partner. Of course, it's okay to ask for advice or help when you really need it, but don't talk about your personal disputes. Everyone has their own flaws and insecurities, including your partner, whom you love very much. But these things should not be discussed with your friends or family. If you talk about the annoying qualities of your partner, you give the listener a chance to form a negative opinion about your loved one before they meet him. Don't give your family or friends a reason to judge your partner. The biggest benefits of keeping your relationships private. If you keep your relationship a secret, you'll have more fun. How to do it? You may ask. Yes. Sometimes it's fun to spend time alone with your partner without worrying about how you both look at the time. You don't have to look your best all the time and concern yourself with selfies. Learn to enjoy the moment. Because by keeping your relationship a secret, you're ensuring it's not marred by potentially toxic external opinions. If you keep your relationship private, this can help increase your sense of authenticity. Your relationships will feel much more real and personal when you're no longer using social media. Let's say you're on a trip with your partner. Don't just think about taking photos and posting them on social media. You'll miss out on the little things that make this holiday so special. In closing, keep your relationship private and connect with your partner in real life, not over the internet. If you follow this advice, your relationship will become healthier and you will grow stronger as a couple. Give your partner and yourself room to be imperfect, because true love means making mistakes and learning from them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.